Oi, Tito Bem, and hello to all my friends in America. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I've been posting a lot, so you probably know me. If it's your first time visiting, I'm Patricia Brims. I've been a physician assistant for over 25 years. I have my Bachelor's of Science in Public Health, Health Sciences, and my Bachelor's in Physician Assistant Studies, and my Master's in Physician Assistant Studies, as well as my certification in nutrition, and currently studying functional medicine. So my goal, honestly, since starting this functional medicine course, is to try to treat my patients more holistically. And I feel like in order to be the best healthcare provider, you actually have to be the best patient. And that's how you know that what you're preaching and practicing is something that's really effective and efficient, and you know that it's going to work on the human body because you're actually testing it on yourself. And I think more healthcare providers should try to do this. You know, they tell their patients not to smoke, but then they smoke. So I really feel like if you're going to be a good healthcare practitioner, you also have to be a good role model, just like being a good parent. So my goal is to be a good role model as a physician assistant for the rest of my career. And I cannot believe it's been 25 years already. Time really flies. So in that case, let's get started. So basically, my topic today is the importance of iron and hair and skin health. To be honest with you, since doing my functional medicine certification, I've been learning a lot myself. Even being as educated as I am, you can always learn more. And that's how your brain becomes really efficient and sharp, and that's really how you prevent Alzheimer's and memory loss and stuff like that. So make sure you read, keep educating yourself, visit new places, try new things, because that really keeps your brain active. And as far as your body, you know, walk, do your own house cleaning. You don't have to do intense exercise as you get older. It's just a matter of really getting activity and steps and moving and doing things each day, and not being sedentary, standing when you're doing a talk or something like that. You know, it all makes a big difference in your life. So why am I going over iron, hair, and skin, and nutrition? It's because I was surprised myself that iron is something so important for the hair. I'm actually really shocked. I donated all of my hair to Kids for Cancer after a really tough separation about a year and a half ago. I was completely bald. So my goal back then was to try to grow my hair as fast as possible. And believe it or not, I've been keeping it really short now because I love it. It's easy, it's simple, and it just suits me. Much cooler, especially when you're in the heat, and a lot more time consuming. My focus has went on instead of growing your hair, because my hair already grows so fast. It grows every day. I have to cut my hair every day. This is actually the longest I've had it in a while, and when it gets long, it's a lot more work, but it definitely grows better than it has before, and that's only because I've changed my entire diet. As far as specifics, I wasn't really looking into specifics, but now I am, because I'm looking into how to keep your hair healthy, number one. And a lot of people ask me, how is your hair so strong and shiny, and you know, it looks really healthy now, how does it grow so fast? And thinking about that, I've been doing some research so I can help you guys, especially men. Sometimes as you get older, your hair thins, or a lot of people have problems growing their hair, or it gets brittle and dry. And believe it or not, it's mostly your diet and stress related. People blame it on being hereditary, but that's not necessarily the case. 80 to 90% of disease is environmental, and believe it or not, hair thinning and hair loss is one of them. So let's get started on this topic to see how iron can help your skin and nails. So iron is vital for skin and hair health, primarily because it transports oxygen. Iron transports oxygen to tissues, and it fuels regeneration, stabilizes proteins like keratin, collagen, and boosts circulation. We all know that iron helps transport oxygen. So you need that iron to transport oxygen to your hair and your nails and your skin. It makes sense. It's very important that you know that if you correct this iron deficiency that you might have, even if it's a low-grade iron deficiency, you're definitely going to reverse the dullness of your hair. You're going to reverse your hair thinning and being brittle and breaking. You can reverse hair damage if you start supplementing with the right supplements, iron being one of them, collagen being another, and vitamin C is very important. As far as hair health, it prevents hair loss. Your hair follicles are fast growing tissue. Your hair follicle is another tissue, believe it or not, and it demands steady supply of oxygen. So you need iron to really supply the oxygen to your hair follicles. Iron enables the red blood cells to carry oxygen to your scalp, preventing hair thinning, preventing shedding of your hair, preventing hair breakage. So it strengthens the strands, and it contributes to the production of keratin. It actually helps to produce keratin, which is the key structural protein that makes your hair, keeps it resilient. It keeps it less prone to breakage. You're going to see all the hair products, shampoos, conditioners, women know this, that have the keratin in it. These are added to, sorry about that, they're adding these nutrients or supplements like keratin. They're adding them topically into a topical product. If you think about it, when you put something on your skin or your hair topically, yes, it gets absorbed, but it doesn't get absorbed as efficiently as something that's going straight into your bloodstream, like a food, a nutrient, or something that you're eating or drinking, because that's the best way to get it. So topical hair treatment, topical skin treatment, that kind of stuff, a lot of the time you're honestly wasting your money, because you're going to sweat it out, you're going to wash it off, and it's not getting absorbed properly. You really want to eat your vitamins and your nutrients and your supplements and everything that your body needs, including your hair and skin. You want to get it through your food if possible. As far as skin health, so it restores the natural glow in your skin. Iron, believe it or not, it enhances blood flow to the tissue, and it also ensures that essential nutrients are efficiently transported to your skin, bringing back healthy natural flush, combating pale, dull complexion. So you'll have a nice flush complexion, maybe a little rosy red cheeks and stuff. That means you have enough iron. You'll see when somebody is very white and pale, a lot of the times they're iron deficient. Sometimes it's just, you know, their genetic makeup, and they just have very light skin. But I know when I was low in iron, and that was when I was an athlete and I was running, I was a lot more pale than I am now. It also aids collagen production. Iron, believe it or not, helps to activate the enzymes essential for collagen synthesis, helping the skin to maintain its elasticity, structural integrity. I notice now that I'm eating more foods and stuff with iron in it, that my skin is a lot better, my hair is a lot healthier, and even my nails are a lot healthier. I actually have to cut my hair and my nails a lot more than I used to, because everything's growing very healthy and fast, thank God, only because of what I'm eating, or what I'm not eating. So as far as the skin, it also helps to reduce dark circles under your eyes. Believe it or not, women, if you have dark circles under your eyes, if you check and see if you're low in iron, it helps prevent anemia, obviously. And anemia is one of the most common causes to have the dark circles under your eyes or the dullness under your eyes. Iron also improves wound healing. It plays a pivotal role in cellular proliferation, making it necessary for healthy and immune responses, and heals skin lesions more quickly. So if you have cuts, or you're trying to heal a wound, or you had surgery, you want to make sure you have adequate iron intake, and vitamin C, because vitamin C helps to absorb the iron. And when I say shellfish, I'm talking things like scallops, oysters, clams, snails, things like that. The highest source of iron are oysters. So if you can get yourself to eat oysters only as one of the shellfishes, that's great, because you're going to get a lot of iron in your oysters. If not, you have tofu, you have lentils, spinach, sardines. I've went over sardines before. Sardines are such an excellent source of bioavailable iron. I mean, they just are iron packed, and they actually are more efficient at transporting the iron into your bloodstream, into where it needs to go. So the bioavailability, that's what that is very high. I actually posted something about a soup that I made the other night. It was a Oriental sweet potato corn chowder, and it had corn, sweet potato, spices, and not much else in it. So I said, well, let me add something else, maybe some salty protein. So I added a can of oysters and tomato sauce, and can I tell you how delicious that sweet potato corn chowder was with the sardines. Just so you know, if you don't like sardines by themselves, because I don't, or on your pizza, try them in soups and stews. Cut them up on your salad and put them in a nice dressing. They are actually very tasty because they absorb whatever sauce or soup that you put them into, and you really don't taste them. And you want to get the oyster with the bone because that's where the collagen is, and that's the healthiest form of collagen, is when you're actually eating it. So definitely try to incorporate sardines into your diet a few times a week. I force myself, and you actually grow to like them, and you learn how to prepare them. It's about preparing food. I can guarantee you that I can make you food that you think you don't like, but the way that I prepare it, you'll actually enjoy it, because I'm very good at doing that. I know I am, because I have to do it for myself a lot. Raisins, dates, and figs. Raisins are one of the highest sources of iron. A lot of people don't know that. My women who are iron deficient in my office, I tell them eat raisins. Before I even tell them to take the iron supplement, I tell them to eat raisins. And then cashews are the highest iron containing nut, just so you know. So if you're wondering what nut has iron in it, it's cashews, highest iron containing nut. Almonds has a little bit, and maybe walnuts have a little bit, but peanuts are very insignificant for iron. So I would try to stick to cashews if you're trying to get some iron from your nuts. And if you pair the cashews with some dried apricots or a vitamin C fruit, you are just going to get a bang for your buck, because you get your nuts and your fruit, and when you combine them together, that's when you're going to get the highest iron absorption. So if you like cashews and apricots and dried fruits that have vitamin C, I would do a nice little trail mix and make it yourself. That's what I do, and add some cranberries because they're very high in vitamin C too. As far as testing, when you're in your doctor's office, the two most important tests you're going to hear about, and you've probably heard about them before if your doctor actually explains your blood work to you. I like to explain my blood work to my patients. They're looking mostly at the ferritin level and the serum iron level, and they're going to order an iron study or an iron panel, we call it. And the ferritin level tests the amount of iron that's actually stored in your body, how much is actually stored and your body is holding on to. If it's really low, that's obviously a bad thing, because your body needs to grab from it when it needs it. And it also evaluates the serum iron levels, and the serum iron levels is what measures your exact amount of iron that's currently in your bloodstream. So how much iron do you have in your bloodstream right now? That's your serum iron level. That is the most important iron level. If that's low, that's a big problem. You're going to have hair thinning. You're going to have hair loss. And your skin is going to have decreased elasticity, dark circles, and not have that. But if your ferritin level and serum iron level actually comes back low, you're going to have to take an iron supplement. This iron supplement, I only take it once or twice a week. You want to get your iron through your food for two reasons. An iron supplement will constipate you very badly, which is not healthy for you. So I definitely recommend, if you are going to take an iron supplement, only take it a few times a week unless you're iron deficient. If you're iron deficient, you will need at least 325 milligrams of iron once a day to get your iron levels back up. If you are not iron deficient, you can just take 65 milligrams or a very small dose a few times a week and get most of your iron through your food. And you want to combine any kind of iron rich foods or iron supplements with a lot of fiber and vitamin C. Obviously, the vitamin C to absorb it, and a lot of fiber to actually keep your digestion regular, because iron can constipate you. But don't let that bring fear to you, because when you're low in your iron, you're going to lose your hair. It's going to thin. You're not going to have beautiful skin. So definitely make sure that women, that you are having iron in your diet, mostly through your food. I taught you how to get it through your food. I taught you the right foods to eat to get your iron, and how to absorb it. So there's no reason why you cannot try that. And if you have heavy menstrual periods and you're having hair loss or any skin issues, I would definitely go to your doctor and get an iron level and a ferritin level to see if your iron is low. And men, if your hair is thinning, honestly, or if you're having any baldness or receding hair, I would definitely get your iron levels checked as well and start eating a more iron-rich diet, because even though you're not low in your iron, if you have extra iron or you're taking the right amount of iron through your food, you're going to have healthier hair, skin, and nails regardless. So definitely add iron to your diet specifically. And watch out for the signs to see if you're deficient, because you don't want to get anemia, severe anemia. Yes, I did say blood transfusion. If you become severely anemic, you will need a blood transfusion, because that is the only way to get the iron back into your body is through real blood product. So let's prevent that. Ladies who have heavy menstrual periods or who are athletes, be very careful, because your iron can go low because of that. So make sure you're eating enough iron in your diet specifically, because that's the best way to absorb the iron and get some vitamin C with it, so it is more efficient and gets absorbed more effectively. So I hope this was a very educational video on iron, hair health, skin, and prevention of anemia, and just staying youthful, young, healthy, and having good energy. You are what you eat. Literally, I cannot say it enough. Use my 80-20% rule. 80% of the time, you eat healthy, vitamin-packed foods. Make sure you're getting most of your nutrients, supplements, electrolytes through your food and beverages. Avoid coffee. I mean, I honestly haven't had it in 2 days. Avoid coffee when you're taking iron. Avoid black tea when you're taking iron and calcium, because you're not going to absorb it properly. And everything in moderation. And then 20% of the time, enjoy whatever you want, so you always feel like you have your treats and you're enjoying life and you are not depriving yourself. Trust me, I use this rule, and 20% of the time is a huge chunk, and you enjoy it even more. You enjoy the pizza and the ice cream or whatever you like even more, and you feel so good about it, and you don't feel guilty, because 80% of the time you ate really great and you feel really great. So try my recipes, take my nutritional advice, and I do practice what I preach. So if I can do it and I know that it works, I hope that you can try it, and I hope that you can do it too. Enjoy. God bless. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate all the love and support, and I hope that you've been enjoying all of my educational videos and photos and just life through my healing process throughout this journey this last year. Thank you. God bless.